Hey everyone. So the video that I'm bringing up to you today is essentially three easy tips that I feel like are very helpful for everyone to know and put in practice in anything that you end up doing. Um I feel like these are three tips and tricks that help provide success, create success, or better your success in any form that you put in or apply it in. Whether it's within a relationship with a loved one, a friend, a neighbor, a coworker, whether it's in your job and what you end up doing at your job, whether it's some hobby that you end up picking up or something fun that you like to do on the weekends. All in all, these are three tips that I feel are very, very important and are very, very useful for all people to put into consideration. They're very, very simple, and they can be, like I said, applicable to anything that you want to do. The first tip that I want to put focus on is awareness. And I feel like awareness is very, very important because awareness helps you pay attention to details. Awareness allows you to notice when your wife did something new at the salon. She got her hair did, or she got her nails done. And you can capitalize on that right when she walks through the door before she even says, notice anything. Trust me, guys, it's going to save you. Likewise for females, it helps you pay attention to the details and whatever you end up doing. It's applicable for anybody, um, and everybody. But attention to detail, awareness, also ends up helping you out your job. It helps you notice when something is misplaced and needs to be organized. Even if you weren't the one who disorganized it or misplaced it or left it sitting around, it doesn't matter. The awareness of it allows you, let me put this in place, like I got the time for it. And sometimes those little acts help bring a lot more positive energy to you than you think. It helps you stay on top of your game, be more effective, be more efficient, do more with less time. Um, in a hobby, anything that you end up doing, whether it's you're building something, any of your do-it-yourselfers, any of you painters, or any of those kind of, when you're aware and your attention to detail is on point, you notice that what you create has that much more impact, it has that much more value, it has that much more um, reliability if it's something that's built to be sturdier. It has that much more appeal if it's something that's meant to emphasize beauty. Um, Awareness is definitely something very, very important to carry with you as a tip on anything that you end up doing in your relationships with anybody, on your tasks that you have to get done. And the issue that we end up having that blocks us from this is that sometimes we'll be in the moment and we're not in the moment. We'll be thinking about the conversation from last night and whether or not it went well or whether or not the person received it well or didn't. All these things are, realistically wise, is they're irrelevant. It doesn't really matter because you're putting your focus on a maybe. Putting your focus on a maybe is worrying. And worrying is affirming or praying towards negativity in your life. Negativity will not serve you now and won't serve you later on. All it does is keep your focus off of what you're doing at the moment. Hence, you are no longer aware. Everything will be as it is, as it's supposed to be. If you put your focus on other things, external circumstances, that have no effect in the moment right now, then you're not living in the moment. And if you're not living in the moment, you're not aware. This awareness will help you succeed in anything you end up doing. A second tip that I'm bringing to the table is patience. Patience is I feel like it's one of the most important things that we need to learn overall as human beings. Patience, in my opinion, is the key to life. Everything in life is about patience. Everything about it is timing. You jump a little too soon towards your opportunity, and you might trip and fall. You jump a little too late, and you miss your opportunity, your window. But with patience, as you are patient, everything occurs at the right time. You will never miss your shot. You will always be on point. Everything will always happen as it should. You will always make your mark. There will be no missing it. And patience is something very, very important, but I realize it's something very difficult for us to put in practice, especially in the new age of how society has us. We want instant gratification, or at least it's programmed us to want instant gratifications. But infinite patience is a blessing. It really does help you to succeed, to put out your absolute best foot forward, because you're not rushing things. Things rushed and forced don't have the same impact as they do as when you let them grow. You can plant a tree today, and if you try to force it to grow by piling more water on it or UV lights, it's either going to drown or it's going to burn. But if you plant a seed of a tree today, and you just let it be, and you have patience, you'll see that tree grow. The third one that I'm bringing to you all today is also very important, and I like to call this one service. When you go to apply to do something in a relationship, in your job, in a hobby, in a do-it-yourself project, always think to serve. And the reason why I end up saying this is because when you serve, when you provide a good service, whether it's to someone else or not, when you provide a good service, you provide a good product. Anything that you accomplish is good quality. Okay? And sometimes we accentuate the quality of things when we choose to serve others. Sometimes when we do things for ourselves, they don't come out as well as we'd hoped. But when we do said things for other people, they come out phenomenal. And you don't realize it in that phenomenal sense of it. You're like, I can do this again. I know how to do this again. Where I didn't know how to do it before for myself, now I know how to get there. Providing good service always ends up leaving you with a good product. It always ends up getting you noticed in a positive way. And this opens doors, it opens opportunities. The other two examples that I have given you previously, awareness and patience, are methods to be used within the service. So it's kind of like all three tips work together blendedly in one. And like I said, these are all very simple tips that can be applied in anything you end up doing. The important thing with service, though, is sometimes not to worry so much what you gain out of it, but worry about, I wouldn't want to use the word worry. Don't worry so much about what you gain out of it. Focus your energy on what you give. Because anything that you end up giving with good service will be remembered, will create loyalty, will create well-being. And if you create well-being in somebody else, well, that well-being comes back to you eventually. We may not know the form, shape, or time in which it does, but that's what we got patience for. All the good that you do, that you serve to someone else, will be served to you. With that said, these are just 3 helpful tips to apply in anything that you want to gain more success in or provide more success in. I hope it serves any of you listening out there. I hope you guys can put it to good use, and I thank you if you are listening, if you are hearing me out on this. I appreciate you, and with all the love in the world, until next time.